talk a little bit more about PKM, the token, and I want to talk about liquidity pool, which starts next week. Also, the airdrops start tomorrow. I'll get this out today, I'm pretty sure. So, the large transaction bonuses start tomorrow. You can take a look at the token dynamics. Oh, nope, we're going to go to large purchase bonuses. So, if you got any large purchases waited, you'll be waiting. You'll get some PKM for that, and also those transactions will obviously help to qualify you for these tier-based weekly drops and the big ones. So yes, on purpose, we scheduled the start of the large transactions before the big airdrops. So there's like a 2-day period in which these will count for this big one. So that's awesome. However, the main point of this video is probably going to be talk a little bit more about this reward pool. Um, so the so the liquidity pool is a decentralized thing. Yes, a couple of us from the Peak Monsters team did put in a significant amount into the in beginning liquidity, and Splinterlands partnered and puts a bunch into the beginning liquidity as well. However, it's now a decentralized thing, and there's, I don't know, probably dozens of more people that are putting in to the PKM SPS liquidity pool, which my favorite interface for that is here on bswap.dcity.io. And if you go to swap, you go to pools, I like to just, type in PKM and you'll see what's been going on. You can swap, you can add. If you have PKM and SPS, then you can add to it, or you can remove. Now, we started with 8.2 million PKM, and it looks like over 2 million have been taken out, and some have been put back in. So the amount of PKM purchased is well above that. One of the ways to do that is by let me open it up. All right, I'm logged in on Tribal Decks. You could actually, they have a tool here that you can see something interesting. If you go to pools and then do a search for PKM, it's existed for it's been in circulation, I should say, for just under a week, and there's already been 3.3 million purchased, um, and some sold back for SPS, or I'm not exactly sure how that works, but let's just stick with this number. 3.3 million PKM purchased is what I gather from that. Now, sometimes these sites don't have the best numbers. Like, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I would rather use this number. It's much more correct. It gives you what they think that the price of PKM is, but it's been wrong ever since it started. It's only every once in a while is it even close to right. So I have a spreadsheet like we like to do here. So first of all, we need to find the price of SPS. So let's log into Splinterlands and get the price of SPS based on what Splinterlands thinks it is. I mean, there could be many different methods of which you get prices for different things. Um, all right, so market price is loading 103. So I'm going to change this. It's gone down, obviously. 103, and then this, someone sold some PKM, so the price on it went down a little bit. So 512, so 5.123, I believe. So we're looking at the price of PKM at 2 cents, almost exactly right here. So you see how that works. So that ratio helps to figure out the price, and that is a very accurate 201. 205, I mean, it's not too far off here, so not too bad. Now, I wanted to show what the PKM reward pool, the liquidity reward pool that starts on the 24th. I guess that's the main gist of this video. For those that are interested, and I mean, I am personally not like as a company, like I'm not making any statements for the company, but personally confused why. I don't know what people are thinking, and maybe they just haven't done the math. I mean, it's up to you guys to do the math. Even if I do it right now, it's up to you guys to verify the math. And it's just what I'm about to do on my math, it's just my take on it. Okay. Like, figure it out yourself. But let's go through it. What's the best way to figure out the price of DEC? Probably Peak Monsters and going here 27976. So it's gone down 27976. There we go. So we got the price of SPS, price of DEC, and we should go find out the price of vouchers. Why are we doing this? Because all of these tokens will be in the reward pool. So let's figure out the value of the reward pool. How about that? All right, they're looking at 104, so $1.04. So that has gone up. Okay, because what is in the reward pool? 7 million DEC, 20,000 SPS, 900 vouchers, 1 million PKM. All right. Now, one way to figure that out for sure is to type in it's PKM rewards, PKM dash rewards. So we'll see here all this stuff is going into the reward pool. And that is stated here in the liquidity pool in LP rewards that the PKM reward, and nothing was really stated right at the beginning. There wasn't exact information about like over the course of how many days would these be distributed. And so we've, officially made a statement that the first reward period is going to be over the course of 120 days as a solid test. We think it's probably going to continue to be that, but at least to begin with, those rewards are going to be over the course of 120 days. So people just maybe saw the, $50,000 worth of rewards, but maybe they thought it was going to be over 365 days, which was a consideration for a time period. So, but the distribution length is 120 days. So, and here's the value given at right now value. If you think SPS is going up, then obviously this is all worth more than $2,060, but at this moment's value is 42,684. Okay. 42,684. And we could add in a little bit more SPS. We could use some of the DEC to buy more PKM. There's a few things that we may do with our money before we put it into the reward pool, which, as you remember, the LP, the PKM SPS is a decentralized, like there's just a bunch of people that are in there. Those that put in money to begin with are not getting any of this rewards. But anyways, okay, so back to the point. 42,000 divided by 120 means $355 a day. So where do you see the APR may be? Well, you have to make several assumptions. One, that the prices are all going to be the same, but we could just say, let's pretend that they're going to be what they are today in 4 days from now. Okay. And then let's pretend that all these values stay the same, which is a decent guess. So we got 355 a day. Now we have to figure out how much PKM maybe goes into the reward pool. Let's say it's only however much has been purchased so far. Because none of the stuff that was put in by those that did starting liquidity will be eligible for this 355 a day. So let's say everyone that bought PKM is going to put it back into the reward pool together with um, however much SPS it needs to go together with, which is looking at like a 5 ratio, of course. Okay, so a 5 ratio would be, so you take this and you divide it by this ratio. So you're looking at 683,000 SPS. Anyways, something to that effect. Okay. Um, so, all right. So 3,500,000 PKM into the reward pool. Now, the value of that PKM, given today's rate, like right now's rate, is 70,000, right? And now, if you take the 120 and figure out how much this rewards right here would be in the course of a year, a full 365 days, it would equal $129,000 of rewards given out to $70,000 of liquidity. So if you do the math, we're looking at 184% APR, which is definitely a little bit better than the staking rewards of 28.4%. Or if you look at this at the airdrop, I think it's like 30 something percent. Just a second, let me go take a look. All right, there you go, 37%. So given those assumptions, which are just assumptions right now, it's 184. Now, if you say we go up to instead of 3.5, let's say that all the 3.5 million that have been purchased, let's say 3 million that have been purchased, and then let's say uh, the airdrop happens beforehand, so there's 2 more millions coming out. So let's say it's 5 million. So 3 million of what has been purchased right now, and then 2 million of what gets airdrop. We're looking at 129%. Now, the other day, we estimated just under 2.5 million. So maybe we could say that, or we could say everything. So every PKM that has been purchased and every single PKM that gets airdrop gets put into the pool. We're still saying that the APR is 107%. That's from my estimation here. Now, what if, what do we need to make that go down a little bit? Well, I guess you could purchase some PKM. So let's say 1 million. Oh, we have to go the other direction. Sorry. 1 million PKM gets purchased, right? So someone has 232,000 SPS and purchases PKM. Okay. That's obviously the price impact would be substantial. The price impact would go to 4.32, of course. So if we do that, so then we say 1 more million gets purchased and then gets added into the pool. Um, uh, you'd have you still have pretty high APR. Now, but don't forget that the price impact on this does change. If you look here, now it changes quite a bit because we are not taking into account 5 million SPS in the pool, reducing the amount of price impact, of course. Okay, so it says 4.32, so we're at 2 now. Let's see what 4.32 is. It goes up to 2.3 cents, and the APR goes back up, right? If you have it at 5, it's 91. If you have it at 4.3, it's 84. But remember, the price impact won't be that significant when there's that much more liquidity in there. So let's say it's kind of somewhere in between. Price goes up to 2.2 cents and the APR is 88. Well, I mean, to me, that means that perhaps more people are interested because they know that they're getting DEC, they're getting SPS, they're getting vouchers, and they're getting PKM. Kind of almost half and half on Splitterland's asset and PKM. So they like that aspect, and maybe uh, more PKM gets purchased than that. Can only make assumptions um, that, I mean, anything could go, right? So everyone could dump all of their PKM, but that still means someone, I mean, maybe it goes into the pool and a lot of SPS gets taken out of the pool, reduces the value of the PKM, but um, then the APR goes up. That's just how that is, you know? So, I mean, this could go up to 7 and the price could be 1.4 cents, right? And we're still looking at pretty high APR. So, am I doing that all correctly? I mean, maybe there's some math issues in here. 1.4 cents is correct. Let's see here. Yeah, this is correct. $1,014,000. We're changing this number to mean 7 million gets added to the pool. And yeah, 7 million times the price. That's the value. Oh yeah, the APR goes up because it's less expensive to buy the PKM. So that's why I was just double checking on it, but the math checks out. When if the price of PKM goes down, then it becomes more beneficial to purchase the PKM and get a higher APR. And if we change this number to go to 5, then it costs more money to buy PKM, and therefore the return on that investment of buying PKM goes down. Right now, some of you will get PKM for free, well, not necessarily for free, but as a utility token from Peak Monsters, which I would like to make sure you know that, like Peak Monsters is going to do things to make the PKM useful. However, um, there's already a use in adding liquidity to the PKM SPS pool. But there will be several other ways, tournaments, other special premium features that we have that will be developing soon. We're already working on them. So, all right. So that's kind of how the math works. PKM goes up, like it goes up way in price, say to like 3.4 cents. It's not too bad because guess what? Like you have PKM in the pool, in the rewards pool, and so the value of that goes up as well. So if PKM goes down in value, the APR goes up. If PKM goes up in value, well, maybe the APR goes down a little bit, but the tokens that you're getting are worth even more. So it's kind of a win-win scenario, I suppose, by putting these assets and like to putting an assortment of assets into the reward pool. At least that's how I think of it. Now, obviously, read the comments to see how other people think. I am interested in seeing what other people think, of course. Now, maybe people have different math. I would love to see it actually, because I want, like, I've bought some PKM myself personally, um, and now have some, and it's kind of fun. And I know that Peak Monsters is going to buy some to give away as in tournaments and just for some other uses. So we'll see how that works. There may be that possibility that we turn some of this DEC into PKM before we put it into the pool. I'm not sure, but I guess that's a question for Peak Monsters users if they're interested in that. All right, so there's my random math. Um, I will show you, I guess, a little. There's 10,000 SPS in this account, so actually, let's just take 5,000 SPS, and we're going to buy, I guess, what it looks like 25,000 PKM. Price impact is only going to be a little bit. All right, we're waiting for it to finish. I wanted to show you how quick and easy it is on this site. All right, success. So now we go to add liquidity, type in PKM, and make sure you click on it. And then I'm going to put max SPS at 5,000. There we go. We're going to pair it together with PKM. So that's 10,000 SPS, which is roughly just over $1,000. Has been added to liquidity. Now we can look at my positions and see that it is, just 0.4% of the total liquidity pool, but it actually may be a decent amount of, because you have to remember that quite a bit of the share is by accounts that are not eligible for the reward pool. So we'll see that happening on the 24th. Let's see what's going on there. Anyways, I hope that was interesting math. I don't think I have anything else to share. So I'm going to stop this video, and I really want to see what you guys are thinking. And I guess we'll see what the market thinks by if they buy or if they sell. If people are going to hold some to use for the products that Peak Monsters makes in the future. I mean, the idea behind the whole token was a utility token that we would create new products, but we wanted to give our more loyal users the tokens that they could use to be able to purchase those products. So we're giving you the tokens that you can use to access the future features. So, all right, that's that. Any questions, let me know.